Yes, I participated in the Quad City Open in 1982.
How did you get invited to participate in the Pro-Am? And what was your reaction when you got the invite?
Well, interesting enough, the professional that I took lessons from at the Rock Island Arsenal, Hank Stukart, he reached out to me and asked me if I would be interested in playing. That the tournament had been opened up for women during the Pro-Am, and he offered to sponsor me. So, of course, I was thrilled at the invitation and the opportunity, and jumped right at it. So, yeah, I was very honored to be asked to do that.
What was it like showing up that day to participate in the Pro-Am?
Oh gosh, well, as you can imagine, I was a jumble of nerves, and just going into the clubhouse and being amongst the professionals and a whole backdrop of the tournament, and going on the practice tee and having the professionals close by and warming up there, and it was just it was a delight to be there, and a thrill, and just the sights and the sounds, and of course, worrying about getting off the first tee was first and foremost of my on my mind. So once I accomplished that, then I was able to settle down a little bit. But it was nothing that I will ever forget. It was just a wonderful, wonderful experience.
So what was it like to be the first woman one of the first women to participate in this event? What did that mean to you?
Oh, it meant a great deal to me. Growing up, I started playing golf at 12, and there were limitations and when women could play at the course, and days and times and whatnot. So to have that opportunity and to be able to play, alongside the men in the tournament, and of course the professionals, and be one of three, it was very it was very touching, and it was an experience that I definitely didn't take lightly, and felt an obligation to get out there and show my best side of golf. And but I was thrilled, and to be alongside, it was Mary Becky and Patty Lee, who were the other two women who participated that year as well.
Do you feel like, or did you know at the time, I guess, just how, I don't know, how much of an impact that would be to be a woman playing in the Pro-Am and be the first to be playing in the Pro-Am?
I don't think I realized it at the time. I was 18, and that being a young adult, that was played a part in it. And I look back now and see that as a groundbreaking experience, and open up the opportunity for other women, and to be part of that was very special. But I don't think I realized it's an entirety of what that meant at the time. But I look back now and I do, and I think that we've made a lot of strides in women's sports, but there's still opportunities to bring us up to a level playing field with the men in the field.
Do you remember what you shot that day?
I don't.
I was curious if it kind of like stuck with you or anything like that.
No, I remember, again, as getting off the first tee, it was like, okay, I did that. And then, I know I contributed and helped out on a few holes, which is, more than I expected, frankly. But, it took a little while, and it was, the course conditions in which you're playing under is nothing like you'll ever experience as an amateur. And getting used to the rough being up and the lightning green, fast greens, it's really was an adjustment. And I don't know that I still got the knack of it by the end, but just I try to have fun that day too. And part of the memory that I have that holds so dear is that my high school golf coach from Moline High School, Judy Carl, she caddied for me that day. So that I have memories of that, and just trying to make my way out of the rough, honestly.
what have you continued to do with golf? Have you continued to participate in the sport at all? Was that a launching pad at all for you?
Well, that I had a scholarship to Illinois State University to be a member of the women's golf team. So after that pro-am tournament, then I went to Illinois State and played. I was sidelined, unfortunately, by an injury right before I went to college. So um, I didn't play full 4 years at Illinois State, but I did, stay with the game. But having a career and a family, um, those priorities, put the golf in the back seat. But I still love the game of golf, and I hope to be able to get back into it. I'm gonna shoot for next summer. Right now, I'm surrounded by 3 golf courses, so it's a little bit torturous not being out playing right now. But next summer, I hope to get back in there.
When you look at how the game of golf professionally has developed, specifically looking at for how it's developed for women, what do you see? What do you think of the progress that we've made? And we had Michelle Wee, first woman to actually participate as a pro in the tournament a number of years ago. So what has it been like to see the game develop for women, having had the experience that you had?
Right. Well, definitely, it's it has progressed, and there's a lot of recognition that, and strides that women have made in the sport. But, what's surprising to me is that, I was reading not long ago, they were talking about the number of women that were playing in a high profile pro-am tournament, and it was still making news that there were 9 women, participating. And I was shocked by that. In fact, we have made a lot of strides, but and yet in many areas, we haven't. So I think women go about the sport, training, participating and playing at a high level. And I think the recognition is coming, but there's still, there's a disparity between the resources that are given to female athletes and women in terms of, just at the high level professional players. The money that they're able to win from a tournament is, really a small percentage of what the men are playing for. So there's still work to be done, but I think as long as we're out there and plugging away, and women are supporting each other. I thank you for your highlights and highlighting women in sports. I think it's coming along, definitely.
Yeah, it's been impressive to see what women have been able to do across all sports. So, when we're appreciative to women like you who helped pave the way for all of the progress that we have made to this point, but there's still a lot to
Right.
go. So
Yes.
thank you.